a nice evening or a nice morning or a nice day that we are all having. My name is Jacki, or you can call me Jacki3, or should I say you can call me Dr. Jacki. Yes, because obviously today we are a therapist. We definitely went to medical school. Or, wait, hold on. It depends though. If I'm a psychiatrist, then I went to medical school. If I'm a psychologist, then I just got a graduate study. Anyway, that is not the point. Hey there folks, I hope we're all having a great day. So today, what is the theme for today? Today, the theme is we are gonna be asking a bunch of questions. Well, not really, we're not asking the questions. Well, I guess in a way we're asking the question, because the question is, who needs therapy among this number of characters from Spongebob? But before we get into that, let's first say howdy ho to the chat. So, from top to bottom, hey there Token Slot, nice to see you there. Chip in their head is, yes, okay, I do remember, I think it was Legion? Or somebody, or was it Kairazard, who asked first in the chat, was like, hey, if you're a robot, then why do you need like a helmet? And I was like, well, I don't need to breathe, but for fuck's sake, the water gets in spaces that I don't want to deal with, so that's why we still need a helmet. I don't need to breathe, but you know who needs to breathe? Does Gemini need to breathe? I mean, Rue doesn't need to breathe because she's dead. She's undead, I'm sorry, she's undead. And then I guess you know what? We are getting off to a tangent. I'm gonna just say right now, folks, today has been a day where my thoughts have been jumping from one thing to another. So if we ended up talking about things that are absolutely not even related to the topic, well, you know me by now, we've been streaming for a month. Folks, we've been streaming for a month, holy shit! Then y'all already know the protocol. You know me already, that I cannot keep shit together. So, hey there, Asicon. Wombology, the study of Wumbo. Yes, we do. Avery, what's up? Hey, is that a kitty cat? I like that. Kairazard, if you want to find the lolly, that's on Gemini's thing. Hey there, Legion. Nice to see you. Avaricia, we are big braining tonight. Support Ghost Ping, aka Ping. Hey there. Again, it's alright if you have to go take care of school stuff. I get it, it's a Monday. Oh, folks, always remember, education before anything else. I guess education sometimes. Well, education before playing game. You know what? It's your life. Do whatever the fuck you want. Hey there, Wellpour, nice to see you. Oh! And yes, thank you for appreciating the new song. So I'm doing this thing where, so that none of you get tired of the same thing that you hear all the time, I'm gonna just switch it up. Thank you so much to the new sound for the digs that we have. They are the reason why we are capable of having different kinds of sounds here. What's up? Are we? Wait, what is with the? Wait, hold on, sorry. Because I saw like the symbol when it's like question mark, Kairazard, and I was like, oh god, is it the S word again? It's not, right? It's not. Hey there, Ches, nice to see you. I love your name. And yeah, howdy folks. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have I said hello to everyone? Coco Zen, nice to see you again. It was so nice I'm sorry I only got to drop a little bit in your game, but I am so happy to see that you beat the boss of whoever. You know what? I'm gonna tell you right now, cause okay folks, just so y'all know, Coco Zen's also like a streamer, and like he was streaming Lassa P, and I've never really bothered figuring out what the P stands for, and I was years old when I found out that P stands for Pinocchio! So it's like Alice Madness, but Pinocchio. Good for them. Okay, yes, I'm not going. Hey there, Kino! Nice to see you! Okay, oh shit! Oh, what did that? Oh, sorry, I dropped something. Yes, again. Okay. y'all. So, now that I've said hello to everyone, and in case I didn't say hello to everyone, I want you to know that I was not singling you out and like not naming you. I promise you. It's just that sometimes I will start a thought and then I don't know where it goes, but I just hope it lands somewhere. But anyway, the point is today, what are we gonna do today? We are going to be talking about a very important topic, which is therapy and who needs it. So, here's the thing though. If y'all were like in my debut, which if you weren't, it's fine. I mean, it's been a month. I don't blame you. One of the things that I said that I actually dislike is I actually do not like therapy, which is rich considering the topic we have right now. But I want to be very, very forthright. I do not like therapy for me. Okay, that's a personal thing. Because I'm very like, I already know what's wrong with me. So, like, yeah, Dr. Henderson, I know that I got PTSD and all that shit. I don't gotta pay you for that. So, yeah, but for some people, therapy works. And so today, what we're gonna do is just determining whether somebody needs therapy or not, Spongebob style. I will say in advance, let me apologize in advance, folks. I'm still kind of slightly glitching, so if I suddenly have to mute, just know that I'm just trying to glitch in private and not trying to like fucking wreck your ears up because of. See, that is exactly what I mean. I just had to glitch. So yeah. So today, this is what we are going to be doing. And without further ado, wait, hold on. The thing is, there was a lot more things that I wanted to say before actually proceeding. What was it again? Oh shoot, okay, now I remember. Okay, folks, did you know that I was actually supposed to spruce up? Wait, you know what? I think I can go to my PowerPoint already. Let's go to my PowerPoint. Yeah, let's just go to my PowerPoint. Okay, so. Ta-da! My PowerPoint. Spongebob, who needs therapy? An unqualified psychoanalysis and diagnosis on the characters of SpongeBob, even though I have zero authority on the matter, like I have no education, no training, no license on the matter. You know what I have? The audacity, that's what I have. But you know what? I feel like in my heart there is some authority to me. Ish, and I will tell you guys my qualifications for being able to even like discuss this. But also, I will say in advance, if my slides are not as like detailed as I usually detail it. Do y'all even think that my slides are usually detailed? Anyway, it is because so my plan was 2 hours before the stream. My plan was I was gonna add more information, but what ended up happening was, so I was just wondering how many movies are based off Shakespearean plays, and one of the things that I saw was this movie called She's the Man, and without even having to read the synopsis, I already knew, let me guess, this shit is based off 12th Night, because I had a Shakespeare phase, I'm gonna just say right now, and 12th Night was one of my favorite Shakespearean plays that William ever did. Wow, I call him William. Are we close? I guess we're close. So, yeah, and so I ended up just watching that, and 30 minutes to the stream, I was like, oh shit, I did not update my slides. So you know what, sometimes folks, instead of actually working on the job that you're supposed to do, you end up watching movies on your phone because somebody uploaded the entirety of She's the Man on YouTube. And I was like, wow, for free? So yeah, folks, in case you wanted to watch She's the Man, it's for free in YouTube. I wonder if I'm gonna get in trouble for actually saying that. Oh, hey there, Ruru. It's nice to see you here. Scarlo. Jackie, do I need... Well, Scarlo, first of all, Scarlo, well, you know what? I don't know. Do you need... I was about to say, can you tell me your problem? But then I was like, maybe don't tell your problem in front of, like, all of chat. So, you will find out during this introspective, defense of a lecture sort of thing. Yes, exactly. So, yes, I will... Yes, exactly! Legion said, I can diagnose, but I can't prescribe, which is 1000% true. Because always remember, folks, the only ones that can prescribe you is a licensed doctor. So, folks, do not go to unlicensed doctor. Well, I guess... You know what? That kind of depends. I guess if you kind of work with shady people and you get shot, so instead of like going to the hospital, because then you'll have to like explain to the police, like, oh, I was like in a gang fight, and then you might go to jail. So maybe that's the only time you go to an unlicensed. I should probably not be saying this. I should probably not be giving this kind of advice on the internet. You know what? Pretend that you did not hear anything that I just said. I am simply musing. All right. Yes. Okay. Oh shit, you are so right though. So everyone congratulate Ruru because she got 500 subscribers. That means we are now gonna do the experiment where we yeet Ruru into the sea just to see. Did you see it? See? Just to see. Did you see the pun? Did you see? Yes, you know what I mean. Anyway, without further ado. Oh wait, hold on. What am I saying? Without further ado. What was I gonna say again? Without further ado, let me now start this entire thing with the song. Because we can't have a Spongebob thing without the song. And I was gonna download the karaoke, but it just occurred to me literally right now. So we're gonna do it a cappella. So it's perfect. Hey, oh, who lives in a pineapple and needs therapy? SpongeBob SquarePants. He's kind of fucked up and loves oralmancy. SpongeBob SquarePants. If nautical nonsense be something you wish, SpongeBob SquarePants. Then sit on the couch like you've got so much. What the fuck did I write for these lyrics? How did I? You know what? Let's just go. SpongeBob SquarePants, SpongeBob SquarePants, SpongeBob SquarePants, SpongeBob SquarePants. Oh, you know what? Actually, doing that flute riff, because like, I have a random idea. Sorry, I'm just gonna like completely interrupt my own thought. But like, you know, here's like one of the music ideas that I was thinking. Cause like, okay, so you know that we play the guitar and we play the ukulele. I was thinking, what if I do a stream where I try to play the recorder? Everybody played y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, did everybody have that thing in elementary school where you were required to like play an instrument and the instrument that was given to you was a goddamn recorder? So I was like thinking, what if I sneak back to my childhood home and I like try to grab one of the things that are still there and try to play the recorder? We could have a stream where I attempt to play My Heart Will Go On. Anyway, going back to the actual PowerPoint, which we gotta do. Okay. Wait, where was my train of thought? Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We are now going to what was I gonna do? We are now going to do this PowerPoint. Oh, hey there, me man. I'm so glad that it seems like this is interesting. And Wellpour says, I love it when my therapist sings me a song before the session. See, that's how you know that you're paying good money for the therapy that you're about to have. So, folks, what is this? What was that supposed to be? What? Okay, I guess it's just blank. Okay. So you know that this is a PowerPoint about Spongebob, of course we gotta include like a meme. So yes, folks, today I will tell you how I am qualified to do this slide, because despite the fact that I'm not a doctor, these are my qualifications. One is I graduated high school, and in that high school, I want y'all to know I did take a few electives in psychology. So when did I graduate high school, so that y'all know how fresh this information is? I graduated... How old am I? How old am I? I graduated 3 years ago. So that means that 3 years ago, I took a psychology elective in my junior year and in my senior year. Therefore, in some way, I do know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so my high school had electives. So even though I was in a public school, it was kind of like those... I wouldn't say it was a great public school, but we had electives. We even had the concept of like an honors class, which I was supposed to be part of, but they said because they had really shitty conduct, they couldn't be part of the honors class. And I was like, yeah, it's a good thing. I don't want to be with those fucking nerds. I say as I was actually almost gonna be part of it. But anyway, yes. Okay. Second qualification. I am traumatized. Which I know you're thinking like, oh, then that's so sad. No, I don't need your pity. I'm just saying that as somebody with like trauma, I kind of know what I'm talking about. Like I am an empath, which basically means that I had a shitty childhood. There we go. My third qualification is I had to go to therapy too, and I hated every fucking minute of it. A lot of the times my therapist was this condescending piece of shit who was always like who was always like, I felt like a lot of times I was wasting my time with it, because sometimes like they'd ask me, okay, can you take me, they'd be like, okay, Jacqueline, can you take me what happened when you were around 4 years old? And I was like, oh, well, I wanted birthday cake for my birthday, and then it was raining, and then before we knew it, I was like jumping up and down because we were about to get cake, and then the car turned over because a truck was coming our way, and then both my parents, and I was like, okay, I gotta relive this all the time. And then here's the thing that kills me, is that after that, they're gonna ask you, and how does that make you feel, Jacqueline? And I'm like, what the fuck do you think it makes me feel? Is the state really paying you just to ask me this shit? Now, okay, I will say, I do completely understand that not all therapists are this way, but it's just that, that experience alone, actually not alone, it was a lot of therapists, kind of just made me go like, you know what, maybe I don't need this. I'm wasting my time. And yeah, sure, I have something chaos. There's a specific one, I forgot what it's called. Chaotic disorder, whatever the fuck. Yeah, PTSD. Duh, no fucking duh, Jared. Anyway, you know what? I'm getting into a tangent. So, as you know, yes, exactly. So, define psyche. Define psyche? Wait, why are you quizzing me again? Okay, now my fourth, because Kairazart asked define what's psyche, and the first thing that popped into my head was like the story of Eros and Psyche, which has nothing to do with this. It's just, I really like the story actually. Anyway, for my fourth qualification is I have middle child energy, because I kind of was the middle child, but also I wasn't the middle. Okay, so this is how I feel like I have middle child energy, because y'all said that I had that energy. I had a total of 3, 4, 5, 6. I had 6 siblings all in all. 2 of them were older than me, and then they had to go because in the foster system, once you turn actually a certain age, you have to leave. And also, they really did have to leave. They had to go to college. They had scholarships and shit. So yeah, that's what happened. And then eventually what happened was, since they had to leave, then I became the oldest. But like, technically speaking, I was still like the middle child for all those times. But so that's exactly why I know what it's like to be like the oldie, the oldest sibling. Yes, exactly. And aw, me man, you're too sweet. Don't worry, I'm doing fine. Sort of, kinda. You deal with shit. You learn how to deal with it. And then lastly, my 5th point of why I am qualified to do this is that I worked as a bartender for like 3 weeks. So, because of that practically makes me a therapist. You know what I'm saying, right? Y'all know what I'm saying. Like, to all you folks that are legal enough to go to a bar or a tavern or a pub, you know how like you can talk to your bartender anytime? Like, hey Joe, can I get something on the rocks? And then you get it, and then they're gonna like, especially if the bar's like not full, you get time to just talk to the bartender, and then you start talking about, oh Joe, my wife left me for Deborah. And then you go like, oh, your wife's a lesbian? How? You see, exactly, y'all know what I'm talking about. So, because of that, in some way, I am qualified. I mean, there's also the fact that I was the one who my siblings confided in, so I guess that's also one part. So y'all know what I'm talking about. So, let us now that I have given I've given my resume, my CV, my portfolio to all you folks, let us now start the psychoanalysis and the diagnoses. Also, actually, speaking of this, I do want to just randomly bring up, oh, Ping, bye, I hope you have a good one. So, I did want to bring this up, because some of you might think, what is the difference between a psychologist and a psychiatrist? Now, both of them have training in psychology, but a psychiatrist went to medical school, and a psychologist, most of the time, they went to grad school and probably have a PhD, meaning a psychiatrist, they are a medical doctor, and a psychologist is a doctor of philosophy. Now, a psychiatrist, they have the right to actually prescribe you medication. They're also allowed to give you CBT, which is cognitive behavioral therapy, while psychologist mostly gives cognitive behavioral therapy, meaning it's mostly talk therapy. I think some psychologists are allowed to prescribe. I'm not too sure about this, okay, folks? Do not quote me on this. But I think some psychologists are allowed to prescribe as long as they're, I think, clinical psychologists. If I'm wrong, then I'm sorry. But 100% what I do know is that psychiatrists are allowed to prescribe no matter what. So, that being said, hey, well, you are so welcome. The merman says, me man, sorry, why did I say merman? Sorry, I think it's because I have the mermaid man here. Me man said that bartenders are the night barbers. They really can help. I remember talking to this one dude and really didn't expect him to pay attention, but he did, and he told me, oh, I hope you got the help that you needed. But yeah, I mean, I'd like to think that any job that involves like customer service, you do have to have some je ne sais quoi with the people that you're working with, because you're supposed to be sociable. I mean, nobody wants to be sociable, but if you're getting into customer service, then y'all better be able to talk to people, because that's basically your job. Okay, Rob Cham, please tell me what you thought CBT was. What is it? Cock? Butt? Titties? Is that what you mean? Anyway. Oh god, why did I put this? It's such a jump scare. Never mind. Okay, First thing that we are analyzing, folks. Okay, so I know that y'all are probably thinking we're gonna analyze Spongebob first. And let me tell you, we are not gonna do SpongeBob first. In fact, since he is a titular, I have this problem where I know the word, but I have zero fucking idea and actually how to like say the word. Like, okay, I have a really random story for you folks before we go on. So when I was really young, I remember reading this encyclopedia about it was about animals. And I remember reading, it said there, mosquitoes only bite humans. Now here's the thing. I had no fucking idea how to pronounce human at the time. So I said, mosquitoes like biting humans. And I remember I was like so relieved because I was like, oh, that means they only like biting men. I'm safe. Because at the time I didn't really know I was non-binary yet. All I thought was, okay, I'm a girl. So anyway, I remember going to my mom and I was like, Mama. So I was around 4 years old, okay, so my parents were still alive. So I go to my mom and I just go like, Mama, we're so lucky. Mosquitoes don't bite us because they only bite men. And then my mom was like, Jacqueline, that's human, not human. And that, folks, that was the day when I learned how to pronounce human. There you go. Oh, titular. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you for telling me how to pronounce it. Thank you. Okay. So, first things first, we are gonna go with Eugene H. Krabs. What does the H stand for? Hollandaise? Hungary? Habba-dabba-doo? I don't know. But first of all, folks, his name is Eugene. Okay, his name is Eugene. And I'm just gonna say right now, if there is anyone here who is like named Eugene, or if somebody's watching this VOD and goes here and just sees the name me making fun of Eugene, I'm just gonna say that there's nothing wrong with your name. It's just that, you know, I feel like if your parents name you Eugene, they have this certain expectation of you. Like I feel like, you know how you kind of feel like sometimes when you when you hear someone's name, it's like you can almost tell what kind of person they are. Like, okay, if you're named Eugene, immediately I just think of, let me guess, you were destined to be an accountant or like a fucking engineer. Or like if you have a guy named, there is a reason why Flynn Rider, whose original name is Eugene Fitzherbert, see, that's why he went with Flynn Rider, because when you look at him, he doesn't look like a Eugene. He doesn't look like an accountant. He doesn't look like he's got 3 dogs at home and he doesn't have a wife because his wife already left him for another woman named Deborah because you know what, he couldn't get it up. He doesn't look like that, okay? He doesn't look like that. He looks like a Flynn Rider. He looks like a Flynn. Y'all, and I know that we shouldn't be like, what was it? Stereotyping people based on names. It's just that you can kind of sometimes tell. It's like, you know how people think that when you're named Karen, you're gonna start asking for the manager. Or like, in the Philippines, if you're named Marites, everybody knows what you're up. Or like if you hear the word Shaniqua, oh, you know you know that she's gonna start some shit or something. Or like, she is a shit because she's amazing. You know what I'm talking about. Or if like, you have a friend named Robert, which I just realized there is a Robert in this chat. This is not a dig on you, but you know what I mean, folks. You know what I mean. Wait, let me just check the chat real quick. H stands for Hillenburg? I think H, okay, Me-Man says the H stands for a species of crab. Oh, what kind of crab? H? Hope? Yeah. Eugene to me, it just screams accountant, which, in a way, if you think about it, it kind of makes sense, considering who he is as a person, because he likes money. I mean, he loves money, and I'm just saying that as somebody who loves money, he's a capitalist. He's a capitalist, folks. And okay, in case somebody out here calls me, oh my god, I bet you're a communist then, because you keep on criticizing capitalism. No, it's just that, I mean, hey, folks, I just want you to know, it is possible for you to criticize a system while being part of that system, okay? It's not rocket science. We all live in a capitalist society because we have to, and we have to follow by its rules, because guess what? Nobody wants to die poor in a ditch. It's gonna suck. So. Oh, Harazard said that it's Eugene Harold Krabs. Oh my god, his name is Harold? Holy crap, he is even... That is the most accountant name that I've ever heard in my entire life. He sounds like the fucking accountant guy from The Producers. If y'all know what I'm talking about, you are the real one. That means you are educated on the ways of musicals, and I appreciate you. So anyway, he is a capitalist, meaning, in some way, he's probably a psychopath. Now I know what y'all are about to ask. What is the difference between a psychopath and a sociopath? And I'ma say right now, there is a good number of differences. But both of them are like part of the... Correct me if I'm wrong, but both psychopath and sociopath are part of the antisocial personality disorder? I'm actually not sure. Okay. So, let me just say that. Let me just say. Wait, where was that train of thought? What was I gonna say? Sorry. Ugh, this glitching is pissing me the fuck off. Anyway. Oh my god. Okay. So, the difference between a psychopath and a sociopath is like, both of them are under the antisocial spectrum, if I'm not mistaken, but a psychopath cannot feel empathy, and a sociopath, in some ways, can feel a little bit of empathy. Psychopaths are also incredibly meticulous. Sociopaths are a little more messy. Psychopaths are more likely to exhibit narcissism, and sociopaths are... Wait, am I doing it right? Am I saying this right? Wait, hold on. Now I need to fact check myself, even though I know I don't need to. I mean, I do. Folks, always fact check yourself, okay? It is very important that whatever you say is not just fucking bullshit. Especially if you want people to kind of learn a little bit. Okay, so sociopaths kind of struggle more with life in a way that they have a harder time functioning, and psychopaths, they're able to kind of like cruise it more. I guess it's because of how they behave. It's like very meticulous and shit. And psychopaths have a harder time forming meaningful attachments, whereas sociopaths are able to do so. Now, with that being said, I fully believe that Eugene H. Krabs is a psychopath. Because, okay, let's now list down some examples in the... Let's now list down examples. First of all, he has zero remorse when it comes to, like, the fact that his payers are his employees are basically, like, earning jack shit. He's okay with it. He is exploiting the fact that Spongebob is okay with it. and I guess in a way Squidward, because he's part of it, but I guess Squidward doesn't really have a choice. So he's exploitative. And secondly, remember in that one interview he has where it's like, hey, what brings you joy? And he just goes like, money. And like, what brings you sadness? Having no money. And remember, folks, he was willing to do so much shit for 25 cents. 25 cents. What the fuck is 25 cents gonna buy? Well, I guess in the grand scheme of things, if you have a multitude of like, if you have like a shit ton of 25 cents, I guess in a way that's what's gonna make you like have money, but still, yeah. Hey there, Pliskin, I will say Pliskin, nice to see you there. Hey there, Leon. Yes, we did find out what H stands for. H stands for Harold. Also, Me-Man, I mean, I feel like a lot of, because Me-Man said in chat, I did not expect you to actually have some proper knowledge on this, not saying anything about it's alright. Because, again, I did take a psychology, elective when I was in senior and junior, and also I was pretty conscious of my grades in high school because I guess a little bit of a backstory. So even though I was in public school and everything was for free, my materials weren't exactly free. So in a way I was also in scholarship, so I had to maintain a certain degree to my grades, otherwise I'd be cut off. And let me tell you, it was a struggle to keep it because my grades were pretty flawless, but my fucking behavior was not really that great. I got into so much trouble, and along with that, I also had to juggle multiple jobs. I think I was like juggling working in a restaurant, working in a bodega, and like doing some odd jobs for my neighbors when I was, how old? Around 14, 15. It was not the best, but you know, look at me now! Making PowerPoints about SpongeBob. Exactly! Krabs traded SpongeBob's soul for 27 cents. So again, folks, he's a psychopath. And with that being said, I also believe that he is a narcissist just because of the signs that he exhibits. Narcissists are very full of themselves, also have a hard time feeling a kind of empathy. So that's why I feel like he's also a narcissist. And I do feel that he does exhibit signs of like obsessive compulsive disorder. Now, let me tell you folks right now that the way that I am analyzing this, I'm not doing it like for serious, because in the grand scheme of things, when you're actually, when you're trying to actually diagnose someone, you actually have this thing called the DSM. I think we've discussed this before. We talked about this before, the DSM, right? So like, in order to even qualify for having a certain disorder or illness, you have to make sure that you check some aspects in the DSM, because if you don't check a good number, not to say that you have to check everything, but in order to be diagnosed specifically for something, you have to like meet a criteria, like a certain amount of checks on that DSM list. And I did not do that I did not do this for this PowerPoint, okay? I have 15 characters from SpongeBob. I ain't doing that. I ain't paid enough to do that shit. So this is just my own unprofessional opinion that he's got OCD. So anyway, and Kairazart, it's alright. I mean, folks, I want you to know that you are free to disagree with my diagnosis, and as long as you tell me why. I mean, actually, you don't have to tell me why. It's okay to disagree. I mean, can I just say really quick, sometimes I go on the internet. And I see so many people fighting, and I just go like, damn, must be nice to have so much free time to just be able to fight about the most minuscule and like of things. I mean, I guess it's great to be passionate about something, but sometimes I just go like, are you really about to like write a thesis dissertation? Are you about to go on a fucking defense just to explain why the Omegaverse is the best yaoi kind of thing. Because, like, you know, people are allowed to dislike what they like, and as long as you're not being a dick about the things that you dislike, then the world is your oyster. Anyway, sorry. Sometimes I just think about it and I just go like, dang, some people really be having so much time to hate on something. That's exactly why that... Like, let me tell you, when I was in high school, a lot of people didn't like me, and in my head I was like, this kind of sucks, but at the same time, dang, you're really spending so much time hating on me, even though I don't give two shits. I really hope you're being paid, cause imagine hating on someone for free. Damn. Anyway, yeah. Oh, Kairazon wants PTSD. It's canon because he entered a depressive state after his Navy. I almost forgot that he went to the Navy. See, now you can see that I was going on like what I remembered of SpongeBob as opposed to like actually researching further on this. Because I was, when I just like made this PowerPoint, I was like, okay, let's just put everything that I remember about this. And that's what I got. Okay, so I guess we could say, oh, Snowy Thompson, I feel like if you're gonna argue, I think it's okay to argue about important things like politics, manufactured metal for heat. Okay, I mean, for heat metal, okay. I mean, okay, I will say that if it's something important, like let's say, I don't want to get too serious here, but if it's something important, like let's say, a certain political climate that is actually affecting so many people, then yes, I'm willing to argue about that, especially if I can actually like get a point across and maybe learn from that other party on why they believe in something, then I believe that a healthy dialogue is fine. But the moment it becomes like an argument about like, oh my god, you ship that? That is so unhealthy. That's the time I'm about to like shut off, because in my head I'm like, okay, well, I agree, I don't really like the ship that this person is doing, but you know what? It's their life. What the fuck am I gonna do? Am I gonna go to their house all the way to fucking Winnipeg and just to say, you know what, you can't do that? No. First of all, I don't have the time, I don't have the money, and I don't have the patience. So who cares? Anyway, back to here. Next thing that we're gonna do is Sheldon Plankton. And I'm gonna just tell y'all right now that I too would hate the world if I was named after the guy from Big Bang Theory. Which is funny, because I feel like I'm gonna get my geek card revoked, but Big Bang Theory is a little bit of a guilty pleasure. Sometimes I like watching trashy shit from there, because I enjoy it! And then I realize that, okay, the way they portray certain things doesn't make me feel very good, but you know what? Sure, whatever. Exactly, bazinga! So you know what, folks? If I too was named after the guy from Big Bang Theory, I might have some problems with society. So, I've always felt that, oh god, am I gonna lose some people here? If because I mentioned that I liked the Big Bang. Well, I didn't like, okay, again, it's a guilty pleasure. All of you folks have guilty pleasures. Do not fucking lie to me. Do not fucking lie to me to say that you had that one instance where everybody hated on this one thing and you were secretly saying, I'm kind of okay with it. I mean, I think it's garbage, but I kind of like it. Ha! Don't lie to me. So anyway, okay. So, how do we rank Plankton? He is someone who's always plotting, but he never wins. Because, you know, in a cartoon, rarely does the evil guy win. Because it's a cartoon, and we always want to root for the good guy. Except, in this situation, I don't really consider Mr. Krabs a good guy. But I guess it's a case of like, which is the lesser evil? Okay, I see that somebody in chat is trying to defend Game of Thrones, and you know what? If that's what if that is what tickles your pickle, go for it, son. Okay, so folks, I feel like Sheldon Plankton actually suffers from a little bit of like an antisocial personality disorder. Great. And why do I think that? Now I'm actually trying to remember like certain situations in Spongebob because I have to like fucking remember. Okay, so here's the thing. So first of all, he doesn't really distinguish about what's right or wrong. Mostly what is right for him. Which we come to this we come to this dilemma. Right or wrong is actually a rather, I wouldn't say archaic, I'd say more like a very human way of looking at things. I mean, as Oscar Wilde said, that people are neither right nor wrong. Right or wrong or good or bad. Okay, now I remember. Oscar Wilde said, there's no such thing as people being good or bad. People are either charming or tedious. And to that, 1000% I agree with. Because right kind of depends on like who's talking. So like an evil guy, what they're doing is right. Because to them, it's benefiting them. But then and whatever like the protagonist is doing against them, then that's wrong. But I guess here, we're gonna look at it through the lens of, again, SpongeBob, where you are wrong if you are affecting a majority of people. Exactly. Morality and ethics, very complicated, Snowy Thompson. I do agree. So, that's why I feel, again, I did say he was a sociopath. Because, did I say he's a sociopath? No, I didn't write it there. But antisocial personality disorder is usually akin to like, it's usually called sociopathy. Okay. And kind of like Mr. Krabs, which I feel like he also does exhibit some signs of narcissism. And, I mean, again, this is just my analysis, and you are so right. He married a bucket of balls, but oh my god, okay, I will say, folks, I will say it. Even though I barely did any research for this, so I actually did some reading on Plankton and Karen. Did y'all know that Karen was a fucking calculator before she became a computer? Cause I didn't know that. I only found out through that. And again, he looks like this has literally nothing to do with Plankton, but I feel like he smells like a cockroach. He looks like a cockroach, he talks like a cockroach, he's small like a cockroach, kinda like that. So, what does he suffer from? I'm thinking antisocial personality disorder, maybe narcissism. I'd say, actually, envious? Would I say envious? Is there a disorder for envy? No. I feel like he's got a lot. He's got a lot going for him. I'd probably say, mayhaps, I do feel that he probably also suffers from like a little bit of an inferiority complex, considering that instead of just making his own, oh wait, because people don't want to go to the chum bucket. Again, here's the thing. He could have just developed his own recipe, but instead he was so hell-bent on actually stealing like the Krusty Krab formula. But here's the thing though. I'ma just tell you right now, folks. I'ma just tell you right now. If I see two restaurants, and the original restaurant is already banging, and the second restaurant delivers me the same thing that the first restaurant is giving, except it's just a duplicate, I'm just gonna tell you right now, I am more inclined to go to the original one, just because that's the original. Now, the only reason I would go to the second place is if one, did they make it better? Or two, is it actually cheaper? I would actually, folks, so like, Snowy and Me-Man mentioned, does he have the Napoleon syndrome? I would say he absolutely actually does have the the Napoleon syndrome. Now, so for the people who are not aware of the Napoleon syndrome, so the Napoleon syndrome is like basically when you're a short guy and you have an inferiority complex, which is, can I just say that, okay, people feel free to correct me because this is just me going off knowledge that I remember. Napoleon, I know we say that Napoleon is a short king, but back in the days, his height was actually considered normal for the time. I guess now, when we found out how short he is, now we call him short king. But if I'm not mistaken, during the time he was of normal height. Please feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I remember from my history class. So yeah, but in a way, I feel like if people were always looking down on me, literally speaking, and I should know, because I am a short person, and Rue sometimes, can I just say, sometimes, Rue is usually like a nice person to me, but sometimes when I piss her off, when she wants to piss me off, she kind of like stoops down to my level. I mean, like, she bends her knees down instead of just like looking down like a normal person. And to that I say, Rue, fuck you. I'm kidding. I'm okay. I'm over it. I'm not mad that you're taller than me. I'm not mad at the fact that you could have made me taller, but you didn't. Anyway. Okay. So yeah. Hey there, I like eggs. I too used to like eggs. I can't eat eggs now. I can taste them though. Anyway, yeah, that is our, you know what? I feel like wait, hold on. I feel like we should add like your own, so let's put here. Let's change narcissist here to like PTSD. Let's put there, PTSD. And then let's add here, narcissist. Let's add here, what was I gonna say again? Napoleon complex. There we go. There we go. Now we're in business. Okay. Okay. Pliskin, I want you to know that when Rue says that, I ask her, well, how's the weather up there too? Because guess what? Two can play that game. I can be a fucking vindictive bitch if I can be. And also, hey there, Schwafty. Nice to see you. oh no, I like eggs. What was... I used the wrong account for my... Is that not supposed to be the account you're using for? Okay, so... somebody in chat mentioned that Plankton is too good for Karen. And to that, I say you are 1000% correct. Because honestly, bless her heart for not divorcing Plankton. But you know, she did it. Because I'm just saying that she could have married someone else. She could have gone for like, I don't know, a PlayStation 5, a Wii Sports, a Switch. Wait, sorry, I laughed at my own joke because I was like, a Switch, hey, you know what I mean, when you're a Switch, you can be top or bottom. Hey! Anyway. Okay, so, okay, again, this, I put this there. Did you know that they've never been to a honeymoon because apparently Plankton's cockroach ass was too obsessed with the secret formula? Like, so they got married, but then they never went to the honeymoon because like Plankton kept on, you know, trying to look for the fucking formula. And I will say, I'm not sure what she has. Well, you know what? Stockholm Syndrome might be a little too strong because Stockholm Syndrome basically means that she was kidnapped, and technically Karen was not kidnapped. It was, a lot of this was she kidnapped? I mean, Plankton programmed her, but she made, is that Stockholm Syndrome? But then you made them. I guess in a weird, maybe it's like Stockholm Syndrome adjacent? So, suppose. Well, you know, Charizard, you said that they did have a cruise. Does that count? And I'ma tell you right now, it's like, you know, it's already passed. It's already kind of past that though. So, it's kind of hard. Oedipus complex. Wait, I'm trying to remember the story of Oedipus. Was this the guy who fucked his mom? Was that Oedipus? Wait, hold on. Was it... I'm right? Oedipus is the one who fucked his mom. Or was that... Orpheus? No. Orpheus was with Eurydice. Okay, great. Now I'm trying to remember my Greek mythology. Okay, I like this because if you look at chat, we're having this discussion now. It's like, Snowy did say, Plankton made her, but she has her own free will, but she has been built into the chumbug for years until he gave her. That is true! You know what? Yeah! Okay, I got it. Okay, you're right. You know what? In a way, I would say this is a little bit of like a Stockholm syndrome adjacent in a way. Not fully, but kinda. Also, no, Charizard, Morpheus is the god of dreams. I was talking about Orpheus. Orpheus is was the son of Calliope and I think Apollo and Calliope, and he was gifted with an amazing singing voice, and he's the one who also got together with Eurydice. Yes, I remember my Greek mythology. I'm gay. So I guess we do know a little bit of her like diagnosis, but bottom line is she's probably in a really sad marriage. Well, you know what? A marriage can be still a marriage even if it's asexual. Who cares? I'm ace. So like, you could still be with... Where is this going? This conversation is going towards a different direction that I'm not really sure anymore. But you know what I'm saying. And I, like Egg said, nearly everyone had an incestuous relationship with their... Yes, because it's Greek mythology. Everybody's fucked everyone. Everyone's fucked their mom. Charizard is asking, does that mean I'm gay because I know Greek? And Snowy Thompson said, of course I know Greek mythos. I played Hades. Very well. I too played Hades. And in case you folks didn't remember, Hades 2 is coming. I think next year? I really hope. And if I'm not mistaken, and instead of following Zagreus, I think it follows Melone? I forgot. It starts with the letter M. But a daughter of Hades. Or was it Persephone? Can't even fucking remember. Okay, so next. Oh! Yeah! Okay, so just like with every PowerPoint that I do, I like splitting in a little bit of random information. So, psychology trivia 1. So, did you know that being scared can feel good as long as you're not endangered? So let me elaborate on this. So like, there is like this theory that talks about why people enjoy horror movies. And it has something to do with hormones. So we're all familiar that the human body has, or especially our brain, we produce so many different kinds of hormones. So it's said that like when you're watching like a scary movie or like you're in something thrilling, like let's say you're in a roller coaster, you get all this adrenaline and endorphins and dopamine because of the fight or flight response. The fight or flight response is shit, I'm trying to remember. Fucking autonomic, and there's another one that starts with the letter P. Anyway, you don't need to know that, that's a little too medical. So anyway, so you get adrenaline, endorphins, and dopamine from the fight or flight response that you get. And but the thing is, no matter how scared you actually feel, your brain is able to actually recognize that you're really not in danger. So what's happening is you're actually just getting a natural high without the risk. That's why sometimes some people feel good. It's kind of like, in a way, BDSM. You know, it's like when somebody's trying to choke you, but you know that they're not gonna fully choke you. You're getting the rush. And now you know. Now you know. But I feel like y'all knew that. I mean, it's not that really much of a groundbreaking discovery for you folks. It's just putting more into perspective, I guess, scientifically speaking. There you go. So, wait, let me just read chat real quick. Does this count? Sorry. Wait, I'm straight. I like exits. I'm straight, not... Well, there's time. So, yes, exactly, Snowy. It's kind of like being tickled in a way. It is a nervous response. Cars are adrenaline, serotonin, and dopamine. And, yeah. I guess I'm not too sure about the serotonin. I guess. And also, folks, know this is not an invitation for me to play more horror games. I'm just saying that just because I'm talking about this does not mean that I'm gonna do it. And Snowy Thompson, nope, this is not what I experience. When I am playing Amnesia, I just feel fear. Okay, so, okay, hold on, folks. I need to take a really quick break, though. Oh, wow, we're taking a break that I actually intended. I'm just gonna take a really quick break. I just need to fix my system a little bit, but I promise you, there's more to come. We got like 12 more fuckers to go, and we're starting with Sandra, Jennifer, Olivia, Sandy Cheeks, okay? I will be back in a lickety-split. much for sticking around, folks. I'm sorry that took some time, but hey, you know, I would like to say, in a way, it's an improvement because I actually intentionally put the BRB screen. So, we're kind of upgrading if you think about it, folks. But I will apologize in advance if it seems like, I promise you I'm trying not to rush through this. It's just that there are like 12 more people, and my voice is like doing the thing where it sucks. But, no, we will do this because we have so much to talk about. And I will say, because I'm reading chat right now, thank you so much for respecting my pronouns. Thank you so much for not being the person who's kind of scared of them. Because I swear to God, sometimes I get so weirded out when people are like triggered about pronouns. Like, bro, I just asked you to call me they, them. I didn't ask if I could have $5 million. Like, fucking chill out, dude. It's just a pronoun. What is it gonna do? Kill you? But, yeah. So, now, folks, now you know that Sandy's full name is actually Sandra Jennifer Olivia Sandy Cheeks. And I too would have problems. I'm good. I actually, thank you so much, Avery, because Avery said hydrate, maybe drink tea. So I did mix my motor oil with like more honey, because honey's really good for the throat. See, as long as I mix things with motor oil, I can drink it. Anyway, I too would have problems with life if I was a reference to a butt. And I feel like y'all know, based on how she speaks, that she is also from Texas. And as somebody who is used to be from Texas, that automatically makes you more hardcore than you are already are. Because Texas is like a hop skip away from no, actually not real. Is it a hop skip away? Wait, okay, hold on. Is it? I'm really bad with geography. Is it? Now I gotta actually check it out. Is it a hop skip away? How far is Texas from? How far is Texas from Texas to Florida? I'm so bad with geography, folks. I mean, I know that California is like the biggest state in America. Yeah, it kind of is like a hop skip away if you think about it. It's like an ocean away. Gonna be an ocean away, Alexandra. So, okay, no, we're not gonna sing Hamilton. So yeah, okay. So now this is what I feel. This is what I feel is how I would diagnose her. I feel like she is a good representation of what the borderline personality disorder is. So, and folks, always be careful when you say BPD, because a lot of times when you say BPD, most people are going to think borderline personality disorder, but some people also actually use it to refer to like bipolar disorder. So that's why if you're gonna say like if you're referring to BPD as like bipolar, make sure that you significantly say what type. Is it bipolar 1? Is it bipolar 2? Not that people know most of the difference. Anyway, so yeah. Why do I think she's got borderline personality disorder? Mostly because of how unhinged she is, because she can go from like a sweetheart, which I truly feel like she is. Bless her heart, she is a sweetheart. But then she can go, the next minute she's gonna be so fucking unhinged. Like, remember, oh god, do y'all remember that episode when she invited SpongeBob and Patrick? This was like during the first few episodes of SpongeBob, when she invites them to her home, and she kind of goes cray-cray for some fucking reason, especially when they were doing karate. Yes, I remember that. But like in general though, she is a sweetheart, except for that one episode where she wanted to see if SpongeBob and Patrick would eat each other. in the not-sexy way. Do y'all remember that episode? That was so fucked up. I want to just say right now, she's kind of fucked up. She's kind of crazy now that I think about it. Now that I'm suddenly remembering my SpongeBob lore, I kind of remember how fucking batshit crazy this woman is. Yeah! Snowy Thompson said that she went nuclear and Patrick and SpongeBob when they dissed Texas. Yes! Exactly. But, you know, I'ma just say right now, as somebody who lived in Texas for like a good, I wouldn't say majority of my life, because I kept on moving from state to state. I'ma just say right now, a lot of the people in Texas are fucking crazy. They're nice, but a lot of them are fucking crazy. Anyway. So, yeah. Yes, I like X. There are two kinds of bipolar disorders. So there is a bipolar 1 and there's a bipolar 2. Bipolar 1 you'll know because bipolar 1 is, there are like two moods to it. It's either you have a major depressive mood or you have like a manic episode. Whereas in bipolar 2, the significant difference is you don't experience mania, you experience hypomania, which is completely different. Well, not completely, but it's like basically I feel like it's demeaning to say it's the baby version of mania, but it essentially is, because manic episodes are like incredibly over the top, where you feel like you're incredibly delusional, like lots of delusions of grandeur. Whereas, so I guess the best way to put it is like, manic episode is believing you're the king of England, and hypomania is like you feel like you could become the king of England. I guess, did I say it right? I mean, all you need to know is hypomania is like a milder version of mania. There we go. So, hey there, bad gameplay. It's nice to see you again. Yes, now you know that Sandy had like a normal name. Why are you folks talking about Dr. Jekyll and Hyde? The musical, I haven't actually watched the musical a bit though. I heard it's a banger. So anyway, yeah. Now we're gonna Sorry, I'm reading Avery's comment and chat, and they said that tough but actually sweetheart. Wonder who's like that. I know for a fact, Avery, that you are not referring to me, because I just said that I only partially came from Texas because I didn't stay long enough. Look, I've been through so many states. I've been through California. I've been through Texas. I've been through Florida. I've been through Chicago. Wait, no, Chicago's not a state. Is Chicago a state or is it Seattle? I'm not even remembering shit. Anyway. Oh, you're right. How could we forget that? She does have OCD. She's obsessed with cleanliness. So we should put that she probably is in the spectrum of OCD. Okay. All right. Next person. Okay, let me just say, Mrs. Puff and I, we go way back. Because I'm gonna just say right now, if I was ever tasked with teaching SpongeBob how to drive, I feel like I deserve a raise. I deserve the Nobel Peace Prize. I deserve to be in the ranks of Nelson Did I get it right? Nelson Mandela, right? Nelson Mandela is a guy who won. Did I get it right? Mandela, Nobel. Yeah, I'm right. Yeah, I feel like for the fact that she has had to deal with so much of SpongeBob shit, she deserves a fucking award. What's the best state that I lived in? That's hard. That's kind of hard to answer, because like each state that I've been in has not been the greatest for me, but I guess I had a really great time when I lived in Hawaii for a while. Because like that was where I actually originally came from, and then I had to move because all the moving and shit. We're not gonna get into my backstory real quick, but there, just so you know, that Hawaii was probably the best one that I've been to. Specifically, I was from Oahu. There we go. So yeah, she has straight up PTSD, not just from SpongeBob, but actually she's got a, holy shit. I remember Mrs. Puff, like, she actually had a really shady past. So like, so like, from her past, cause again, she has a criminal past. She's actually been to jail, and if I'm not mistaken, she actually doesn't have family anymore. Right? Am I right? Yeah, she doesn't have family anymore because I think they died. Anyway. Based on for that, and just based on how she is able to cope, I'll give a gander. I'll give a gander that she actually has PTSD, and she probably suffers from like anxiety. So, and how am I able to say this? First of all, I remember, well, somebody did mention she probably has PTSD from SpongeBob. Well, besides that, it's the fact that her past also constantly haunts her. Cause like, let me tell you right now, living with PTSD is like the shittiest thing, especially if it's kind of like fresh. Yeah, it's not that, it's kind of fresh. Like, I remember when the accident happened for me, like for a good number of years, I could not sleep without waking up screaming. And it's like, wait, I realize that is way too serious for like the conversation that we're having right now. But well, I'm just so people know I'm better now. I'm kind of okay. So like, please don't fret. I'm getting better. I'm not like Mrs. Well, kind of like Mrs. Puff, but you know, unlike her, I don't have to teach anyone how to. Oh wait, you know what? I did have to teach Gemini how to drive. And let me tell you right now, she is not a great driver. She is terrifying. But in some fucked up way, I enjoy the fact that she can't drive for shit. Because sometimes she'll just go Tokyo Drift for no reason, and then I just go like, I'm gonna die. This is kind of fun if you think about it. The one who's actually like the most scared is actually like is Ruru. And see you next time, I like eggs. I hope to see you again. Oh, okay, so the meme man says that she had to move and even get a new identity. There's an episode where Bob gets his driver's license, and while packing, she said something like, I gotta move again. Oh, yeah. Exactly. Also, we will be talking about Squidward. I feel like it's gonna be weird if we don't talk about Squidward, considering the fact that he's a poster child of like clinical depression. So yeah. So there you go. So based on what we know from her, we can say that she does have PTSD. And yeah, exactly. And wait, the next one is Pearl. Now I'ma be real. I kind of had a hard time kind of like diagnosing Pearl, mostly because I don't remember much about her. But so whatever I was typing here, I was kind of like saying whatever the fuck just came into my head. Folks, I'ma tell you right now. Sometimes when I make these PowerPoints, I'm just gonna keep typing whatever the hell comes into my mind. Do I think about it? In a way, yes. But like, at the end of the day, I don't. Because I feel like I'd rather you guys know my authentic thoughts of the matter. So I'm gonna just say right now, as Pearl, I feel like if my dad was a crab, I feel like I too would have issues. Now, granted, Pearl is adopted. She's adopted, right? Folks, she's adopted, right? Am I making that shit? I mean, I'm pretty sure she's adopted. Okay, you know, can I just say, if you think about it realistically, like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna make myself a visual. I'm gonna make myself a visual here. Right now. Hold on. Let me put on my jacket real quick. Okay, Okay. So, I'm gonna just say right now. So, okay, wait. Why am I not moving? Okay, hold on. See, here's the thing. See me right now? Y'all see me? Okay, this is okay. Let's say this is how big. How Pearl would be, right? This is how big Pearl would be. But then Mr. Krabs, if we're speaking like fucking anatomically correct and shit, or like size-wise and shit. So this is how big Pearl is. But like Mr. Krabs would be like in comparison to her, she'd be like this fucking tiny. I mean this tiny. I feel like if that happened, I would have so much dysmorphia. I'm gonna just say right now. Anyway, wait. Let's get back to the topic in hand. Wait, hold on. There we go. I'm not delusional, right? I'm not delusional. I feel like I know what I'm talking about. I feel like I would get some serious dysmorphia if that was the case. So, okay, wait. Let me just read chat really quick. Snowy Thompson says, well, I think if Pearl had body dysmorphia, then she'd be much rounder to match Mr. Krabs' figure. I think she's too self-centered to have this. Okay. Kyra Zard says, I think there was a comic where Pearl's parents were victims of... I'm sorry, what? Wait, really? Wait, hold on. Pearl's parents were victims of spearfishing? That is so sad. And then Rob Cham says that there's this one theory that Krabby Patties are made from whales? And crabs just took... You know, in a way, I think that's better. Because think about it, folks, that if like, cause sometimes I think that Krabby Patties are made from crabs, but then that would mean that Mr. Krabs is essentially Mrs. Lovett. Y'all know who I'm talking about? Do y'all know what? Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Because like, if the Krabby Patty consisted of like crabs, because it's called Krabby, then it's basically Mrs. Lovett. He's serving like people, you know? It's like, it's priest, have a little priest. Is it really good, sir? It's too good, at least. No, exactly, the meat pies lady. Okay, and now we are asking, like, if Mr. Krabs' wife was a whale again. He's a short king with a tall queen. That's kind of sweet if you think of. How do they fuck? How did the crab and the whale fuck? Because they have a daughter. Or maybe it was an asexual relationship. And like Pearl was like the daughter from the previous marriage. I don't want to think about the logistics of like a crab and a whale fucking, because it makes me think that is the crab just gonna enter the hoo-ha? Like the hold up, like the entire crab just, it's like vor in a weird way, but it's absolutely not vor. Anyway, I am not drunk enough to have this conversation. Maybe if I had like 5 more shots of tequila, then we'll do it. But right now, we're not doing it. Sorry folks, let me just drink some motor oil. In case you're hearing like absolutely silence, I'm just drinking some motor oil. Hot motor oil. Fucking shit. Why is it not coming to my mouth? Come in my mouth! That's too hot. Okay. skin said, I'm not ready for the SpongeBob lore on a Monday morning. I enjoy being the streamer who gives you this kind of information, and it's great. Oh yeah! Anyway. Okay. What are you talking about? Wait, what are y'all talking about? Huh? Why is chat going wild? What did I say? Anyway, okay. What did chat say? What did I say that? Why is chat doing the question mark? Is it because of the SpongeBob lore? You know what? It's okay. Anyway, going back. So here's the thing, because okay, I remember that you were like saying that maybe Karazard, you were the one who said that it might be hard for Pearl to have like body dysmorphia. So maybe okay, let me say, maybe she wouldn't have body dysmorphia because of the fact that you know, she's a whale and crabs is a goddamn fucking crab. I'm thinking that for the sole purpose that she is, not to stereotype, okay? I don't mean to stereotype, but here's the thing. In the way that she's portrayed, she seems to be like, you know, a typical teenage girl. And I'm gonna just say, a lot of the teenage girls that I've met in my life, and also when I was a teenager, experienced serious body dysmorphia. I know I had some serious body dysmorphia because I always felt like I shouldn't have this body. And I'm gonna just say right now, I will say, when I turned into a robot, it got even worse. But like, now I'm kind of much better about it. But like, I remember prior to when I was still human, I used to have like some serious body dysmorphic like issues. Like, I always felt like this wasn't the right body for me. But I didn't feel like I should be a guy though. It's just like, this ain't right. So I'm just saying that for the sole purpose that she represents some traits that are very typical of a usual teenage girl, she might be experiencing some body dysmorphia. Maybe it's not as serious, but like, it's a possibility. She also might have a little bit of ADHD, but this is just me like spitting, like throwing shit on the wall and just figuring it out. Okay. Ooh! Oh, I like this one. Okay. Oh, wait, sorry, not this one. Why did I do that? Yes, actually, Snowy Thompson, you are so right. I do remember that Pearl is a cheerleader, and oh dear lord, the cheerleaders in my high school were so... As much as I hated them, I remember going to the bathroom and I was like, y'all need to see someone for what you're experiencing right now. I'm not gonna mention it because I don't want to trigger anyone, but put two and two together. There's a bathroom, there's a girl. What do you think?
Ow! I just spilled hot motor oil on my eye and it hurt.
Okay. So my second psychology trivia number 2. So if you're not familiar, there's this thing called the monster study, which is basically how to traumatize children before they become adults. As if I feel like a lot of us know what this is in a way, because, okay, let me tell you the story. So in 1939, there were 22 orphans living in Iowa, because the test subjects of Wendell Johnson and Mary Tudor, those were like 2 researchers from the University of Iowa. So the study was talking about stuttering, but you'd think, okay, stuttering, so what are they gonna study? So this is how they did it. So the children were separated into 2 groups. So the members of one group received positive speech therapy, and they were always consistently praised for their speech fluency. And then the other group, the complete opposite, they received negative speech therapy, which included, being belittled for any speech imperfection that they ever made. So, berated, verbal abuse. Just another Sunday morning in the household, I guess. So in the end, the children who were in the second group, who spoke normally before the experiment, actually developed a speech problem that they actually retained for the rest of their lives. So, now you know. And in case you're wondering why this is a little new, or like you haven't heard of it, it's because Johnson and Tudor didn't want to post the results of their study because they were scared that they would be compared to the human experimenters during the World War II. Because remember, folks, this was in 1939, so, you know, when it came out that the Nazis were experimenting on people, they didn't want to be compared to that. So now you know. Now you fucking know. Exactly, folks. It's completely fucked up to, like, experiment on kids in that way. Actually, there is another similar study that, I kind of forgot what the specific name was, but there was this one study where they actually had a child and a chimpanzee. They were raising the child and no, not chimpanzee, a monkey together, just to see what would happen. And y'all would probably guess how that turned out. But yeah, this is exactly why sometimes I'm not surprised when psychiatrists or psychologists are kind of portrayed in this very stereotypical mad scientist kind of way. Not to say that they deserve it, but when you hear about the stories of what the fuck they've been doing, because let me tell you, I could make an entire presentation just about the fucked up shit that psychology has done in order to achieve so many things. Cause it's a lot. It's so much. So folks, do not experiment on children. I feel like nobody needs to know that. Don't experiment on children. Not the Tarzan! Not the Harambe! Okay. We're actually halfway. Meaning, okay. Okay, the next story is the Flying Dutchman. Oh, I'm gonna just say right now, are you folks actually familiar with the real story of the Flying Dutchman? Are y'all familiar? Because it's actually, like, really cool. I mean, if you watched, Trader Joe's. Why did I say Trader Joe's? I meant to say Pirates of the Caribbean. What did I say? Okay, so the flying. Okay, but first, so let's just talk about first the Flying Dutchman in general for like Spongebob. Okay, so. Oh, hey there, Pink. Nice to see you there. And hey there, Nibs. Nice to see you. Okay, so this is me just rating the Flying Dutchman without even reading much about his story. I just said that he's sadistic, he's a sociopath, he's narcissistic. But also, despite all these things, I love him because of that. Here's the thing, folks. I only really remember the Flying Dutchman for that like one episode where he's like, he hires SpongeBob and Patrick to like be part of his crew, and I remember he's like, okay then show us how you're gonna scare a bunch of people, and then he just goes like roar, and then SpongeBob goes like yeah, and then Patrick just goes like lee. And I remember I was with my brother. Okay, I was with my brother when we watched that on, and then we were both like, why is he going lee for no fucking reason? I fucking love that shit. Anyway, so the story of like the Flying Dutchman is basically, it's in a nutshell, it talks about a European ship that was doomed to sail the sea for eternity. And it's always said that if you see this at sea, it means that you're probably gonna get fucked up. So yeah. I mean, not much analysis on this guy. I just really wanted to include him because I think he's a funky dude. Oh, okay. Now this one, I feel like this one is actually a better picture of body dysmorphia because we were talking about Pearl, right? Now let's talk about Larry, which I feel like I'd actually like to have this conversation here that I feel like is not talked about, because we've heard of body dysmorphia among girls, but I don't think we talk about body dysmorphia among men a lot, because I feel like we always have this like image that men are sure of themselves, because men are society has made men to always be sure, to like not show feeling or whatever the shit. So I want to also take this time to actually discuss body dysmorphia among men. But before that, let's first talk about Larry in general. So again, I did say he's a gym rat, and I did say that he probably has body dysmorphia because of how conscious he is of his own body, despite being absolutely a jack Chad. Because how can I? The reason why I'm saying he has body dysmorphia, because I remember there was like this one episode where he gained a little bit of chub and he got so scared, and he kind of like started feeling like he's like this lame ass dude, and then he starts seeing these things in himself that aren't even present, which is kind of concerning. So anyway, talking about the body dysmorphia of men. So like, just like with women, I feel like we're all conditioned to believe that we need to have a certain body type, when it's absolutely not fucking true. I'm just gonna say that, not to like glorify incredibly skinny bodies or incredibly obese bodies, because I feel like we all should be healthy in one way, but sometimes this is the body that you're given. So this is why I always feel like it's really weird to body shame in general, because here's the thing. Sometimes it's not just a lifestyle thing. People think that you are your body because of the lifestyle that you have. And not to say that lifestyle doesn't play a very important part, because it does. People kind of fail to forget that genetics and hormones also actually play an important part when it comes to like how our body is. So sometimes, even if like a really chubby person is trying to actually lose weight and they're not losing weight, we can attribute that to maybe their thyroid is actually working overtime. And so instead of just like being compassionate towards people who have these problems, we're just berating them. And it's like, bro, whatever you're saying, I feel like these people have said it to themselves already. And so it's odd how society makes us do these things when it's absolutely unfucking necessary if you think about it. But yeah, anyway, I'm going on about Larry, sorry, because you folks are actually mentioning a lot of good things here. So Snowy says that there are two different stances I could take on Larry and his possibility of body dysmorphia. Both center of his stick thin upper arms, those are either intentional or the cause. Oh, well, I'd actually like to think, I feel like it's more of a drawing choice, actually. I feel like it's more of an artistic choice if you think about it. But I can see what you mean. I can actually see what you mean. But that is so true. Larry has zero biceps. Because you guys are so right that he's so jacked literally everywhere, but he's got no biceps. Probably shrimp jeans, you are so right. I mean, maybe a shrimp. Maybe he's called Larry the Lobster. But maybe his mom is a shrimp and his dad is a lobster and they fucked. I don't want to think about these animals fucking. You know, can I just share? I just want to share something to you folks that I learned over on Twitter. And since I learned about it, you all will now learn about it. And I'm sorry that I'm telling you guys this, but I refuse to be the only one who carries this knowledge. So I saw this Twitter post. And it's talking about, I forgot what the Twitter post was about specifically, but, I mean, what it said specifically, but I remember the Twitter post was talking about the fact that, what was it talking about? What was it? I'm trying to remember what it was talking about. Okay, it was like, oh, now I remember. Somebody was saying, I hate it when a popular ship in the fandom gets so popular that even the creators ship it themselves, and now they put it on everything that they want. And I remember just going to the post and I was like, yeah, I mean, that kind of sucks. And I wanted to see what else this person had to say. So I go on the comments. For fuck's sakes, y'all will never guess what this person was referring to. This person was referring to the ship of Squidward and Spongebob. I was like, this specific post was about Squidward and SpongeBob? Wait. The creators of SpongeBob ship Squidward and SpongeBob? Are we? What the fuck is going on this day? Anyway, now that I have imparted this knowledge on you, you're welcome. Or I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. I refuse to be the only one. Sometimes I'll read things on the internet and I just go like, what an unfortunate day to have reading comprehension. Oh my god, Moose Sheenon, you know what I'm talking about! Thank god I'm not the only one! I remember it was like, there were so many retweets. There were so many code retweets on that. And then you think like, what the fuck is this ship? And then you see, it's a SpongeBob post. It's a SpongeBob post? The Lord is my shepherd. There is nothing I shall want. Wait, what do you mean it's a canon event, Nibbity? Do they kiss? Oh, Lord Jesus Christ. They better not. You know what? And I agree, bad gameplay. They're the creator and it's their work, so like... The ship has sailed! Are you kidding me? Are you real? Is this real? What? Are you? What? What? Sonic and what? Sonic and... Sonic and Mario? What? What? Okay. What? This is... What? Okay, you know what? I will continue on with my day. And it's okay. I will just keep going on. Sometimes I read chat and I regret why I read chat. But then Mugen tells me you have to read chat and I'm like, I know, I like reading chat, but sometimes you guys will just type things that I was not expecting and now I gotta live with it. This is like, okay. Alright, okay. We're gonna continue on. So Gary, folks! Gary! What Cars couple? Why are you guys shipping these things? What? You know what? If this is what brings you joy, if this is what tickles your pickle, you know what? You go do it. What am I gonna do? I'm not gonna go to your home to tell you that is a weird ship because you know what? It brings you joy, and as long as you're not doing illegal shit that could hurt people, you know what? Go for it. Just go for it. Why is this my job? Okay. Alright, Gary. I feel like I just have to diagnose a cat, honestly. He's a cat. That's basically, Gary's basically a cat. Hey there, Ping. Bye. Hope you have a good day. So, honestly, I mean, yeah, he's got an attention-seeking disorder because he's a cat. All cats got that. So, honestly, he's living his best life. He's mentally fit. He's got a good owner that would honestly die for him. I'd die for Ennis. I know Rue would die for... Would Rue die for Bruce? I think she would. She's a good owner, and I know that Gemini's got Rhett. Yeah, I'm calling him Rhett. He don't deserve the fucking mister. I'll just call him Rhett, because that's what he is, a fucking Rhett. He's Rhett and Kaiju. So I guess, you know, we would die for our pets. I mean, y'all would die for your pets. Okay. Okay. So, me man, there's a video that's called Sonic and Mario Making Up. What? Snowy Thompson, tell me what is so wrong with Tickle Your Pickle. Why is it? Oh, okay, I see the euphemism now. See whatever floats your boat then. I'll say that. I'll say that. So yes. Anyway, I have really nothing to diagnose Gary on because he's a cat. All cats are psychopaths. That's all I got. Okay, Charizard, what's your question? Please, what is the question here? Bro, come on. We up here wondering, what is it you wish to know? What is it? Avery, I do not want to see Sonic and Mario make out, okay? Avery, nobody wants to see that. Charizard asks, why does Gary called a he? Wait, why does Gary called a he if snails are gender? You know what? That's on me. Okay, you know what? That's on me. Let's call it living their best life. They got an owner. Cause there we go. See, in this household, we respect pronouns. Oh, what? There are female? Great, now I gotta change it here again. Now I'm gonna fucking change it. Okay, living his. Great, now I gotta. He's. Fine, okay, let me just change it right now. For him. Probably aside because he's a cat. There we go, okay. There we go. Okay, next. Oh! Another psychology trivia. Oh, wait, shit. What is a psychology trivia? Ah, okay. So, here's the one thing that I feel like... Wait, hold on. Here's the one thing that people will actually... I feel like we know this though. So, right and wrong become blurred when the man tells us to do it. Do y'all remember what I mean by the man? Do y'all know what I mean by the man? Because I mean to say that the man is like authority figures. So this is what I mean. So in 1960, I feel like y'all would be familiar with this because this became a really popular psychology story. So in the 1960s, there was this psychologist who was named Stanley Milgram, who conducted an experiment because he thought it would prove that Americans wouldn't accept immoral orders like what the Nazis did. So for a learning task, volunteers were told to deliver shocks to a learner who was basically an actor, but like nobody knew that he was an actor. So if they got an answer wrong. So to the horror of Milgram, the participants continued delivering shocks even when the learner screamed in pain. Yes. So in a way, we delude ourselves that we are doing what's right just because an authority figure told us to do it. When if you think about it, an authority figure is just someone who is given authority, but he's still a regular guy. He's not a fucking lich. He's not Jesus. He's not God. Exactly. So there we go. Now you know that as long it's like it's a thing kind of structured in a lot of humans that will do whatever the fuck is we're told to if it's like a powerful figure. So, wait, let me just read chat real quick. Most people don't have grounded axioms, and thus their morals and ethics are constantly... Yeah, I mean, I'd like to kind of chalk it up to that people are just... people. I mean, again, to classify people as good or bad, it's very black and white. People are just gonna do what people do best, and that is, if it benefits them, then they're gonna do it. So, we are, I think, are we halfway? Are we halfway? How many is this? I feel like we're actually kind of close-ish. I feel like I think I have 6 more to go. Yeah, I have 6 more to go. So this time, I wouldn't say this is a speed run, but okay, next guy, Mermaid Man. I didn't have much to say about him, but all I remember is he's got dementia. Yeah, he's got dementia, and he's a good old guy, and he's kind of like Old Man Jenkins, but not really. I feel like this guy suffers from like a lot of nostalgia, because he always talks about the good old days. Oh wait, do y'all remember how Mermaid Man looks like do y'all remember how Mermaid Man looked like when he was younger? Wait, let me show you guys, in case you didn't remember, in case y'all don't know how he looks like. Wait, let me show you. Okay, hold on. Mermaid Man, Barnacle Boy, younger. I forgot to include it here. Y'all, look! Look at that tree! Look at them! See? That's them! That's... Look at that figure. Look at that very old school cartoon style. I love it. Anyway, going back. Anyway. Oh, wait. I didn't know that. Oh shit, he passed away already? Okay, R.I.P. Mermaid Man's voice actor. He was an icon, a legend, a great person. 1000% good shit. Okay. Oh yeah, thank you so much chat for actually like reminding me of what he had. He definitely had paranoid as shit. You're so right. He probably has, I would say he's had, wait, if that's the case, if he's paranoid as shit, that could probably mean he's in the spectrum, like the spectrum of, would I say, schizophrenia? Schizoid? I know there's a difference, but there you go. There we go. We're getting somewhere. Okay. Now we got Barnacle Boy, who honestly, bless his heart, because he has to deal with like Mermaid Man's dementia and paranoid shit. And again, I will say, I feel like in my heart that Barnacle Boy probably also suffers a little bit from like an inferiority complex, just because he's like because some, like, for fuck's sake, he already has like, he's an old dude and he's still being called Barnacle Boy. Imagine if but you know what, at the same time, maybe being a boy is a state of mind. Why couldn't he be Barnacle Man? Wait, because it doesn't... Barnacle Man? Mantoroid Man? I mean, there's so many ways to be a man, you know? It doesn't have to be Mermaid Man. What else could be man? Manta Ray... Again, I just said Manta... Wait, because Man Ray is already a creature in this world. Anyway, yeah. Wait, Snowy Thompson asks, schizophrenia typically requires some amount of hallucinating, doesn't it? Actually, if I'm not mistaken, okay,
hallucinating doesn't necessarily have to be like seeing images. Hallucination can also actually be like auditory sounds. So I think you're referring to also like psychosis. So psychosis doesn't necessarily always have to be like a visual kind of thing. It can actually be auditory if you think about it. And yeah, wait, Coco-san said, being the only man in a land of fish be weird. I was about to say he's not the only man, but then I remembered Sandy Cheeks is a literal squirrel. So I was about to say, well, yeah, that's actually true. Yeah, but here's the thing. Okay, Pill Squid. Hear me out, Pill Squid. Hear me out. Barnacle Man doesn't hit as well as Barnacle Boy because it's a BB. So it's gotta be like it's gotta rhyme because like Mermaid Man's already like MM. So he's gotta be something that also rhymes. What else? Lad? What else could be man? But, you know, this is just me needing to have them, like, you know, have to rhyme things. Oh, I think he wouldn't... Okay, Moose Shinon makes a good point. I think he wouldn't want to put man in their name because it's already in Mermaid Man. What else could we call him? Megatron? Nope, that's a completely different series. BM! Bad motherfucker! I like that. I like the way you think. But again, I do feel that he probably also has an inferiority complex just because of the fact that he's still attached to the hip to Mermaid Man. You know, the fact that they are not in a retirement home always makes me wonder, or maybe they are. Folks, again, I am going off from what I remember from Spongebob, and I do not remember a lot of things from Spongebob, so this is just me going off the information that I remember in my fucking head. Barnacle Male. That is good one. Okay, next one that we have here is the one I was talking about, Manta Ray. Man Ray is actually a reference. Oh my god, folks. I just realized it right now because sometimes I only realize things when I'm here. Folks, Man Ray, because Manta Ray and his shape, this shape is literally of a Manta Ray. Every day I'm learning something about SpongeBob against my will, but this is something that I feel very appreciative of. I always appreciate very intelligent designs. Yes. Wait! This is the retirement home? Okay, now I know. Sorry, I'm just kind of going off from what the fuck I've been remembering. I'm sorry, I know it's been 20 years. Look, okay, you know what, folks? I'm about to tell you a story of things that I'll realize very late. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you 2 instances of me realizing things very late. God forbid, I can dissect a frog lickety-split, but God forbid, like, me just realize things. So, like, here's the one, I'm gonna tell you 2 stories that I feel like y'all are gonna judge me. When I was younger, younger is not really the best term. 3 years ago, when I was crossing the street, I was with my sister. I was with Lottie, because, like, I was just telling her about some shit. And I fucking remember, like, while I was crossing the street, I looked at the sign, and it said, Ped Sing. It had Ped Sing. It had the word Ped Sing. And I remember looking to my friend, and I remember looking to Lottie, and I just told her, I wonder who Ped Sing is. It must be a really important Chinese guy. And then she just gives me this look. And then I just kind of look at it again, because I didn't realize that she was judging me. I was like, Ped Sing, it's kind of like, you know, it's kind of weird, because I always see the word Ped Sing every time we're crossing. It's like pedestrian crossing. And then it clicked at me! Ped Sing is not an important Chinese guy! It stands for fucking pedestrian crossing! My fucking lord. And I was like, okay, Now it makes sense that PEDSing is in so many fucking things. Because it stands for pedestrian crossing. I thought it was an important Chinese guy. I hope that y'all aren't judging me too much. But these are just... Thank you! Thank you, Avery! Thank you for justifying, like, my lack of common sense. And then my second discovery, which is something that I just discovered very recently. So remember that in Mean Girls? Remember that in Shut the fuck up, me, man. Do not patronize me. And then there's this other one. So I was rewatching Mean Girls. And remember how, like, Regina George spreads the rumor that what was her name again? Katie's friend, the one... Janice, now I remember. Janice, remember. So Janice was, she spread the rumor that Janice was a lesbian. I only realized very late, because when I rewatched Mean Girls, Janice says in the ending that she's Lebanese, and I was like, oh my god, she thought that she lesbian Lebanese. That was the joke. But I'm just gonna say that, you know, she could have been Lebanese. She could have been a lesbian Lebanese. I mean, lesbians exist in Lebanon, right? Okay. Okay. Wait, remember, the word laser is an acronym? For what? What is it the opposite? That's antonym, sorry. Acronym is completely different from antonym. Laser is what? What is the acronym for laser for? Wait, sorry. Now we're kind of getting very off topic. Going back to Man Ray. From what I remember from this guy, I just like him because he's evil. But yeah, that's what I really remember. He's evil, kind of a sociopath, and the only thing I remember about him was from the meme, honestly. The one where he's like, you know that meme that I'm talking about, right? You know that meme that I'm talking about. Where is it? It's this one. The Man Ray Patrick. Where is it? What the fuck is it? This one, yeah, this meme. Yeah, that guy. This one. This is what I mostly remember him for. But in terms of what he contributed to the story, I'm gonna be very honest with you. I do not fucking remember. I don't fucking remember. I just remember he's a funky little dude who got pissed off at Patrick. And you know what? Sometimes it's okay that you don't remember it. Sometimes, you know, you're just gonna write an essay about a topic you completely don't know about, and you're still gonna get an A for it. And that's what matters. Wait, let me just check the chat real quick. Scuba is also... Folks, you are telling me these things, but y'all are not telling me what it stands for. So, Complex, what is scuba an acronym for? Okay, what is it? What is the acronym? What is the acronym? And like, what is the acronym for laser? Y'all are telling me shit, but y'all are not completing the sentence. He has a thing for the belt. The tickle belt, right? Right? The tickle... The tickle belt! God fucking damn it, I forgot what the fuck it stands for. Oh, okay, Legion, I do remember what lemon stands for. All... Evil. Lemon. Evil. All villains are lemons. Every villain is a lemon! Every villain is lemon. Yeah, there, I remember. Scuba. Self-contained underwater breathing. Oh. so much for this information. I appreciate this. And laser stands for light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. Ooh, I like this. See, folks, you are learning from me, and I'm learning from you. This is a give and take relationship, okay? This is a friendship. We are good friends here in the name of the Lord. We are great, okay? Oh, yay! Okay, another psychology trivia for you folks. So, wait, hold on. I'm trying to get something real quick. Ah, there we go. Did you know that fear can be conditioned, but I mean, I think everybody knows this. Fear is something that can definitely be conditioned. But the way that we kind of discovered this wasn't exactly like the best way, I should say. So, okay, hold on. I'm trying to look for it. Where the fuck did I get that? Wait, hold the fuck up. Hold on, folks. Hold on. Ah, great. Now I can't remember what the fuck. Okay, let me try to, cause I have a reference for where I learned this, but now that I can't freaking find it, now I have to. Okay, great. So here's the thing. Every time I do these things, I do try to make sure that, like, I'm able to give more input on the situation. But since I freaking can't find the goddamn information about it, let me just share something different. Yes, exactly. I will share something completely different from the information that is placed here. So, okay, what I'm about to discuss is called Operation Midnight Climax. No, I did not choose that because of the word climax. Okay, so in the 1950s, the Central Intelligence Agency, or the CIA, sponsored a mind-controlled research project that it dubbed Operation Midnight Climax. So the purpose of the operation was actually to study the effects of LSD on people. So in case people are not aware, LSD is a kind of drug. And so non-consenting individuals in San Francisco and New York City were lured by CIA paid prostitutes to safe houses where they were actually slipped the LSD, and then they were monitored from behind the one-way glass. And then over the next... Holy shit. This happened for an entire decade? Operation Midnight Climax provided the government with extensive knowledge on topics such as mind-altering drugs, surveillance technology, and even sexual blackmail. So, well, there you go. You know, the worst part is a lot of these things are done in America, and I don't know what this says about my country, so... Great. Great, right? It's kinda fucked up if you think about it. Wait, Rob Cham research. Said, a common misconception is the term Wi-Fi is short for wireless fidelity. Who the fuck is saying Wi-Fi is short for wireless fidelity? Who is married to the Wi-Fi? Me? Anyway. We're actually nearing the end of this presentation. Because we're down to like the last 3 folks. Wait, hold on. Alright, folks. Hey there! Okay, great. Doro Melociano. Doro Melociano! Haha! I said your name really completely! Ha! I am a master. I am great. You're welcome. I got it at the first try. Fuck yeah! Anyway, let's go. Squidward tentacles. Yes, okay, I know he is an octopus and not a squid. But sometimes, what do you want to call him? Octopussy? No, Jackie. No, not that. Not that. Oh, wow. If you think about it, Octopussy, that would be a great drag name if you think about it. It's like, I got 8 holes. Okay, the Lord is my shepherd. Let's not talk about that. Anyway. Okay. Squidward tentacles. I feel like this is like the easiest person to actually psychoanalyze, if you think about it. So, Squidward, he's depressed. He's got straight up depression. He's got major depressive. He's got major depression. He's got clinical depression. He's probably also got social anxiety disorder based on how he communicates with people, because he tends to lash out, but then he kind of feels bad about it. And folks, you ever kind of realize that, you know how like when you were watching Squidward when you were younger, you'd be like, he's so sad, I can't relate to it. But then as an adult, now that you're watching him, you're like, yeah, that kind of checks out. Squidward definitely has delusions of grandeur. You could say that he's got, I guess in a way you could say that he probably has psychosis, but psychosis is not a diagnosis. Psychosis is a symptom. Also, what a read, because Rob Champ said in chat that he's an artist. Of course he will get depression. Obviously. Folks, I feel like if you are in any way part of like the art spectrum, you definitely have depression. Because like artists, for some fucking reason, it's like we're always constantly thinking of things, and then when we don't achieve it, we get really sad. I mean, I feel like that's universal for a lot, but especially if you're an artist. I mean, oh, you know what? Just a random side note. Y'all know the story. I mean, one of the most influential and important depressed artists, Van Gogh. Van Gogh. Am I pronouncing his name right? Because I know it's not Van Gogh. I know it's Van Gogh. I can't speak Dutch, folks. Look, folks, I know that you wouldn't be calling me. I know that you wouldn't be watching this shit if y'all think that I'm talking out of my ass. But yeah, exactly. So, anyway, sorry. Going back, Van Gogh. I'll just call him Vincent. I super highly recommend that you watch Loving Vincent. I think that's what it's called. It's a fully painted animated film of the life of Vincent, and oh my god, it is, not only is it visually stunning, but it really hits the heart. And I feel like as fellow artists, y'all can understand what I'm talking about. So please, I just super recommend that y'all watch. I think it's called Loving Vincent or whatever. Just look for the Vincent van Gogh fully painted animated film. It is a beaut. So anyway, yes, he's got depression. I'll say that. Oh, it's pronounced with a K. Well, folks, unless there is a Dutch guy or a German guy in the chat right now, I feel like we're not gonna find out how the fuck it's called, I guess. So, yeah. So, wait, somebody here did mention that you also feel like he's got ADHD. You know what? I feel like I could see ADHD for him just because, but maybe not as bad as Spongebob. I feel like his ADHD is in a way medicated. I feel like Squidward is a good representation of medicated ADHD, and Spongebob is like the representation of not medicated ADHD. Because in a way, Squidward is able to function in some kind of way. So yeah, so I feel like this is definitely his thing. Oh, and doesn't he have a brother? Shit, he's got a brother too, if I'm not mistaken. I forgot his name though. So, and his brother is so much better than him. So immediately we already know that he also suffers from like an inferiority complex. Honestly, a lot of these people are suffering from like a fucking inferiority complex if you think about it. It wasn't his brother? Who was it though? What was it? What was he called? What was it? What was he called? It's his possible... His ex? Well, Squilliam, whoever the fuck he is, I know has some sort of relation. Oh, just a rival. Okay, just a rival, okay. Hey there, Chola! Nice to see you there. We're kinda... So, yeah. So, I guess, coming from, like, Squilliam, I feel like he, too, would also have, like, an inferiority complex. So, what are we diagnosing Squidward with? He's got depression, he's got social anxiety, he's probably got ADHD, he's got an inferiority complex, he probably exhibits some signs of psychosis. So, with psychosis, there is the possibility of being in the spectrum of schizophrenia or schizoid personality disorder. I'm not sure. He might actually have the histrionic. I would say he might even be histrionic in a way. Aw, Chola, you're too sweet. Thanks. Anyway, so for Patrick, so I'm gonna be real. I had a hard time kind of like diagnosing Patrick because I wasn't exactly sure how to like place him. Cause like, the only thing that I am sure though, in a way, is I feel like Patrick may have a developmental disorder just because of how he processes things in a very slow way. So part of me thinks maybe he's in the spectrum of like, I'd say Down syndrome. I'm not too sure because I don't really have experience with like people with Down syndrome, but like based on how I've read about it, probably Down syndrome, actually, yeah, he's probably in the spectrum of autism. Maybe a little bit of I wouldn't say could it be Asperger? I'm not sure. So it's either he has Down syndrome or he's under the autism spectrum. Could be both. I mean that's also a thing. But I know that at the end of it all, he is a very sweet person. I really like him. He's just a vibe. He's chill. He's great. He's a sexy man who can wear fishnets. He's very comfortable with his sexuality. He's comfortable with his gender identity. I'll fuck with him. I'll fuck with Patrick. Good for him. So like, even if he thinks that mayonnaise is an instrument, I feel like that is. Oh, Kairazard said, I got a reply on the van. Apparently there's 3 ways to pronounce the name. There's British, English, and Dutch. Okay. So I'd say British would be like Vincent van Gogh. Is that the way you pronounce it? You just say it with a posh British accent. Because that's what I'm basically thinking of. But yeah, I think it would be right to say that Patrick would be probably like, in a way, the most, stable of them. Coco-sen said the inner machinations of his mind are an enigma. How could he possibly die? Well, I diagnose him with happiness. Because, he's just vibing. He's just vibing. He's doing his best. I like him. Except for, oh my god. Do y'all remember? Okay. What's the difference? Okay, Snowy Thompson asks, what's the difference between British and English? Well, English is, if I'm not mistaken, that's probably referring to like England, because British, aka Britain, refers to Wales, England, and Scotland. Not sure if Northern Ireland is included. I think it's only Northern Ireland if we're referring to the United Kingdom. Because I know that there's, you call it Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Oh yeah, I am right. Britain is basically Wales, Scotland, and England. Oh, okay. So you pronounce it as Van Gogh on Dutch, and it's Van Gogh on British, and then Van Gogh in American English. Oh wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Charizard, for the Google search for us. Okay, and now here is the man of the hour. We're gonna end on a high note. The most important person in the entire world of SpongeBob SquarePants. It's Naruto. I'm kidding, it's not Naruto. It's fucking SpongeBob. Okay. Glad you like the music. Okay. So folks, I feel like this is not too much. It's not too much like a stretch to say that SpongeBob SquarePants is a definition of ADHD. I feel like he's got unmedicated ADHD. He's got terrible impulse control. Oh shit, Charizard, you pinged the sleeping Dutchman for that? Folks, can we just give Charizard like a round of applause for actually picking like a sleeping Dutch guy just for this? We love that. We fucking love that. Wow, you know, I'm just reading, sorry folks, I know I should be reading the slide, but I'm like so invested in the chat because people, I have such a cool chat, like Snowy Thompson. Well, we're talking about a linguistic issue, so British and English should largely overlap unless you're talking about specific languages on the British. I feel like I'm learning so much on chat. I love this. Can I just say, I love it when you guys are like just putting random information. I really appreciate that, because as somebody who likes learning about random shit, it's like my king, or sorry, king sounds really weird. It's my thing. And Emil Garcia says that in Filipino it's about gago. Oh my god, okay. I know what gago means. Like, again folks, I feel like I did say in my debut that I can speak Filipino. It's just that I'm not very confident in speaking Filipino. I have meron akong a little bit of an accent, so that's why I try not to speak it too much. But I can fully understand, and I can speak it if I really have to. So, yeah. Okay, wait, where was I again? Where was I again? Okay, there we go. So, SpongeBob SquarePants, he's the very definition of ADHD. I feel like he's got poor impulse control, which might be, again, a result of him having, like, undiagnosed ADHD. And this guy is... What the fuck did I type? This guy ain't sad about anything except being a fruitcake. Did I just say he was sad because he's gay? Oh my god. Yeah. Oh my god, am I a homophobe? I can't be a homophobe, I'm gay. Wait, I can say that because I'm gay. But sometimes when I look at SpongeBob, I think, how can he be happy? But I will feel though, I will say, I feel like, in a way, we all know that deep inside, he must have depression. You know why? Because he's still working for, like, fucking crabs. He still works under the capitalist setting. So, just by serving under a capitalist pig, in a way, he must suffer from depression. Because we all know that we toil to live. Why? You ever wonder, like, why is it so expensive to be alive? Like, I didn't ask to, like, leave the vagina. I could have just stayed there. I mean, you can't, actually. But, like, man, I was born against my consent, and now I gotta pay taxes? Wait, I don't pay taxes. Who am I fucking kidding? Oh! I do pay taxes. So, like, yeah. So, I get, oh, hold on, let me just read chat really quick. Snowy Thompson says, I'd say SpongeBob has either bipolar disorder or is just in a perpetual state of mania. You know what? If that's the case, I feel like if we're giving him if he's bipolar, he's probably bipolar 1. He's probably 1. Just because you said that he is in a perpetual state of mania. So he's probably like a bipolar 1 disorder, which makes sense because the bipolar disorder type 1 is actually most prevalent among men, and bipolar disorder 2 is actually most prevalent among women. Yes. Ha! Things I remember from my fucking psychology elective. And Jurassic. Oh, hey there, Jurassic 2003. It's so nice to have you in chat. What is my favorite dinosaur movie? Can't say I've watched a lot of dinosaur movies, so I'd like to say maybe Jurassic Park, just because I like that scene where do y'all remember that scene in Jurassic Park when the dinosaurs are about to come, and then there's literally this guy in shades who just picks up his margaritas? Like, I stand a guy who's like, okay, I'm about to die, but you know what? We're gonna go out swinging with a fucking bunch of drinks. We love that! I love that for them! So, yeah. Wait, hold on. SpongeBob is canon ace? They have canon sexualities here? I feel like, okay. Wait, the chat is moving so fast that I can't, wait, no, maybe it's, my mind is just not processing. Like, yes. He's canon 8? Okay, well, now I'm like, according to an interview with Stephen Hillenburg in 2002, SpongeBob is neither gay or straight, but in fact is asexual. But here's the thing though, gay or straight, asexual, okay. But what about romantic? Is he aromantic? Because like for me, Jacki, well me, that rhymed. Okay, like me as Jacki3, I mean, I'm asexual, but I'm biromantic. So is he like in the spectrum of like romance, or is he just straight up asexual aromantic? I don't know. And I did watch Land Before Time, but again, I'm gonna just say I have not exactly watched a plethora of like dinosaur movies. Okay. So, yeah. I feel like this is how I would play SpongeBob thing. He's got ADHD, impulse control, probably has depression because he lives in a capitalist setting. And yeah. And I wouldn't say he's got OCD. Oh wait, bipolar 2! Somebody said bipolar, sorry, not bipolar 2. Wait, let's call him, let's say bipolar 1. Let's say he's probably got bipolar 1 disorder with prolonged bouts of mania. There we go! There we go! Look at how beautiful that rating is. I'm so proud of this. Okay. And now, folks, this is the last This is the last psychology trivia that I shall be imparting to you guys. It is that, did you know that the bangers that you listened to when you were in high school or in your youth are probably what you actually love the most. And you know what? Okay, here's the thing. So, I'd like to say that it's from your youth because between the ages of 12 to 22, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'd like to think that from the ages of 12 to 22, they're very formative to a lot of us. It feels like a lot of things are important. A lot of things are building up because 12 to 22, that's middle school. That's middle school, high school, and college. So we tend to emphasize those years the most and hang on to the music that was actually like clung to with those memories. So according to like a bunch of researchers have actually uncovered evidence that suggests that our brains actually bind us to the music we heard as teenagers more tightly than anything we'll hear as adults, which doesn't actually weaken as we age, which kind of like, yes, it's basically nostalgia. So like, if you think about it, yeah, more like almost everything in high school sticks to you. In a way, because I don't know about you, but have you ever felt that when you like, once you kind of grew older, like the moment you hit 20, I feel like it's so funny that I'm talking about like the moment you hit 20 because I'm literally 20. So like, wait, what was I saying again? Where was my thought? Where was it going? Where did the thought go? Did it go away? So like, no, really, now I'm trying to remember what the fuck my train of thought started and it did not end in a place where I'm gonna remember things, so now I'm always like, what the fuck was I you know what? Okay, wait, let me try to remember what I was saying. Oh, there, now I remember. Did you ever feel like when you were younger, it felt like time was actually going much slower than it is now? And here's the thing. I read this in a similar study, but apparently the reason why it felt like time was going longer as it was when you were younger is because that when you were young, you were learning so many things at a rapid pace. So it always feels like there's so much more memories that comes when you're younger. Because again, what happens when you're young? You're learning how to go to school by yourself. You're learning math, you're learning science, and in my case, I was learning so much shit. I was learning how to like paint a yard, even though I didn't know anything about painting. But you know what? It's just painting a yard anyway. I was learning how to like the correct combination of certain chemicals when you're cleaning the fucking stovetop. So anyway, there you go. And then once you're actually older, it feels like things are so much quicker because you're not learning more things at a rapid pace. You're kind of learning things at your own time. So yeah. Yes, Emil Garcia. Yeah, I'm 20. Yeah. Now you know. I mean, remember when I started in stream, I did say that all y'all needed to know was I was legal. And 20 is legal, although not legal for some other things. But you know what? I'm almost there. My birthday's next month, folks. My birthday's on November 1. Oh shit, my birthday's on November 1. What am I gonna do for the stream? Oh fuck, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Anyway, that is future Jacki's problem, not me. Wait, I am Jacki, but I am present Jacki. I'm not future Jacki, so that's future Jacki's problem. So, today, what did we learn? So, folks, today, what did we learn? So, there is a reason why I put this on my learning. My learning here is it's kind of absurd to reduce Spongebob as an allegory to mental illness, but at the same time, if it gets people talking about it in a positive and encouraging way that makes people kinder, then I guess it can't be that bad. Also, Mrs. Puff needs a raise. Okay, so the reason that why I said this was because prior to actually doing this PowerPoint, I just wanted to see have people actually created this kind of content that's similar to mine. And apparently, if you search for like mental illness Spongebob, people say that Spongebob is actually an allegory to mental illness. And for me personally, I feel like if you can relate to it, then that's great, but I feel like this can be the story for a lot of people, because it feels like it's weird to call it an allegory, because people say that Spongebob is actually an allegory for ADHD, and like Squidward is an allegory for like depression and all those sorts of things. And you know what? I feel like if people can relate to that and they are able to process their stuff better because of how they're able to relate to it, then I feel like that's great. But if some people feel uncomfortable, then that's also okay. Again, I'm a very you know what, it's your life, you do what you do as long as you're not hurting people. So if people making this as an allegory is what's gonna get people talking about mental illness in a better way, I feel like that's actually a very responsible and good conversation that we can have. And no, I don't eat cake. As a robot, I can't really eat cake. But Rue did tell me that she is gonna try and see if she can get me a functioning stomach. Because right now I don't really need it. And honestly, as much as I miss food, like getting to eat food, tasting it is sometimes okay. And again, one of the reasons why I'm also kind of like telling Rue, you don't have to make me a stomach, is because I'm like one less mouth to feed. And I don't know about you folks, but as someone who has experienced bouts of hunger when I was like growing up, now that I don't actually have to feel hunger, in a way it's like great. Cause like, oh god, no, I don't want to really talk about how, I don't want to talk too rough about it, but I'm grateful that I don't need to feed myself anymore because it saved us so much money. But yeah. Sorry. Wait, hold on. I'm trying to read what's going on in chat right now. Oh, people kind of say the same thing about Winnie the Pooh? Oh, okay. Oh, and Kairazard is asking, would you consider Spider-Man as an allegory for mental strength? I feel like, yeah. I could consider Spider-Man as like a really good allegory for mental strength, considering the shit that Peter Parker has been through. I mean, y'all watch Spider-Verse. Did y'all watch Spider-Verse? Literally every Spider-Man has experienced a certain sort of grief and loss, and it's nuts. And I'm always like, power to this guy. And Emil Garcia says, I would take a tongue over a stomach any day. Why eat if you can't taste? Why hear if you can't listen? Why see if you can't look? Wow, those are statements that I would like to. It's kind of like, what's the point in living if you can't actually enjoy the living part? That's why we gotta live like we're dying. Do y'all know that song? I hope y'all know that song. Anyway. Oh yeah, and the second one is that Ms. Puff needs a raise. So anyway, that is actually the end of this presentation. Maybe we can go back to actually, let's go back to chat because, this is pretty much done, folks, okay? This is pretty much done. Wait, hold on. Let's go to chat. So, folks, I hope you enjoyed tonight's session of, like, us basically just talking about whatever the fuck. Actually, I do want to know, cause do you guys actually like this kind of shit? Or do you actually prefer if we play more games? Cause I wanna hear your input. Like, do you prefer playing more games? Do you prefer actually more presentations randomly like this? Or do you actually prefer some, like, more karaoke? Because I'm gonna be honest with you folks, I am so fucking excited for the karaoke that we're gonna have at the end of this month. I'm like legitimately very giddy just thinking about it, and I'm just only hoping that we actually I actually get to do it justice, because the set list is, well, I wouldn't say fucking amazing, but I will say it's something that I'm genuinely very excited. And somebody did, oh yeah, by the way, somebody did ask if like I'm gonna play more horror games. We're gonna finish Amnesia. So we were supposed to do Amnesia today, but we just kind of moved it to, oh shit, when am I doing Amnesia actually? I think next week we're doing Amnesia. Or is it next week? You know what, folks? I just need you to know, we will do Amnesia again, okay? That was not the last time that y'all saw me play Amnesia. We are gonna fucking play that game. We're gonna fucking finish it. Okay, y'all like it mixed. Okay. And thank you so much, me man. Thank you so much. And you, okay, Pliskin likes games. Okay, so you like the mixed content. Okay, we're gonna do everything. I just want you, aw, Snowy Thumb. Thompson, thank you so much. I will say that I genuinely do enjoy making stuff like this, because I feel like you get to, I mean, not only do you kind of see a little bit of my facets of my own personality, but also, like, I like the fact that, because, like, okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, one of the things that I do want to do randomly is, like, basically another analysis. Okay, here's, because sometimes what I'm gonna be doing is, like, just some fucking random ass shit, and then sometimes I want to do things like this where you think it's like, oh, it's just gonna be funny fun times, but don't you find it surprising that, like, remember, okay, for the folks who were here in, like, my DreamWorks, who's the best dad or who's the best parent one, did y'all not enjoy the fact that we suddenly tackled morality for some fucking reason? I feel like that's gonna be a recurring theme, that you get into one of these PowerPoint presentations thinking it's just gonna be funny, and then suddenly I'm gonna hit you with this thought that, so, what do you think of Plato's "The Unexamined Life is Not Worth Living"? Suddenly, we're talking philosophy 101. Nobody asked for it, but guess what? You signed up for it because you're here right now. But anyway, thank you so much for, like, enjoying me having fun, but more than that, I also want you guys to have fun, because, look, you're spending a few minutes of your day with some random person on the internet who is me. Might as well make it worth your time, right? And we will make it worth your time. Anyway, that's kind of all. Thank you so much for your input, and always remember, folks, like, if you just want me to, like, if there's, like, any suggestions or, like, a thought that you want me to do or, like, a game you want me to do, please super, like, feel free to just, like, tag me on like, Twitter. Like, I'm gonna go see that shit, okay? I'm gonna see that shit, and if I don't see that shit, no, I will force myself to see that shit. I can see it. I'm a robot. Emil Garcia said, is Jackie the robot or the ideal of a robot? Well, anyway, I do feel like we have said so much, and again, thank you so much, folks, for being here. I will be ending the stream in, like, shortly, but yeah. Oh yeah, tomorrow Rue's gonna have a stream, and I'm also gonna have a stream with Geminem. So if you want to watch me and Geminem be friends, well, there you go. We'll try our best. We'll continue It Takes Two. Sometimes I can't tell if Geminem loves me or not, and you know what? It's fine. It's okay. It doesn't bother me. It's okay. Ooh! Avery said, crazy philosophy ideas, Zatsu? You know what? Sure. Oh my god, where we get to talk about, like, Descartes or Aristotle or Plato? I fucking love that. Oh, nobody special, nice to see you. But you know what, we're about to, like, end. I'm so sorry that you ended up here. But you know what? I'm taking that. I definitely wrote that down. I'm gonna do that shit. We're definitely gonna have a Zatsu like that. But just so y'all know, this Saturday, we are gonna have a Zatsu, and it's gonna be Naruto. And so I'm gonna, like, post a marshmallow soon, where you guys can ask me any questions. Y'all can ask me any questions under the sun, but just please know that if it's very, like, unchristian or unholy, there is a chance I will not respond to it. So I'm not saying that you can't ask me nasty well, you know what, let's not invite it. You know what? I believe that you know what's right and wrong. And let's fucking go. Anyway, that's all for today, folks. Peace out, hijackers, and Jackie out.
doing here? Go home. Good night.